Hey everybody! Welcome back to Northernlion Plays Prison Architect. We're gonna go back into Speed 3. I had to reboot the game because when I alt-tabbed back into Prison Architect, it was like, Prison Architect has now crashed. Sorry for your loss, but luckily I didn't lose any progress at all because it saved like a minute before the crash, which just seems a little fortuitous. There's no freaking walls. You don't need to wait for a guard to open the door. There's no walls. I'm gonna put a guard on, patrol in this area, just so that, you know, they can stay here and actually open the doors, but it's annoying. In any case, this is all going to get sorted out. This will take us above capacity for cell block D, which is awesome. Do we have more grants kind of on the way? 2 more hidden. I don't know what that's all about, but, did I actually... I thought oh, that was my earlier prison. Disregard. I sold shares of our earlier prison. Man, we're going to have a huge backlog of deliveries here. In fact, you know what? I'm going to take a day off from accepting new prisoners just to get all of our delivery trucks out of here. We got tons of lights and toilets and stuff that need to be taken care of before things go down. I think we should just wait for these cells to be produced. Lots of fun stuff like that should probably get taken care of first. But everything's going very well so far. 27% reoffending rate. That's acceptable for now. Do we have a lot of exports still to come? We do. Could probably make our deliveries area a little bigger. They're barely using this exports area. And it probably make our storage room a little bit bigger too, but hopefully after we get to kind of like a sustainable place, if we ever stop growing, then we can not worry so much about the size of these rooms and they'll just kind of run themselves. But for now, slowly finishing off these cells. These guys are very tired, I think. Maybe not. It might just be that we don't have very many, and they have to walk an awful long way in order to bring the actual materials up here. Which is fine, you know. If there was one other thing that I would love to see added to Prison Architect, this one's a little bit more ambitious. But I would love to see maybe, I guess with land buying you can do this, but I would love to see the ability to have like a road run directly through your prison so that you could have like deliveries areas in different areas. So I guess if you bought land over here, you could do that. You could have like a deliveries area on this right side and have like another kitchen and canteen set up. But that's really expensive and you wouldn't be able to get that going until you had an awful lot of money, which we don't necessarily have right now. So I sort of feel like we're treading water until we get to that point. We're up to 182 prisoner capacity. Any moment now, we will hit, well, not any moment. Once we get about 15 more toilets, we will get up to 200 capacity, which will be cool. We just got a bunch of uniforms delivered as well. Yeah, I'm very glad that we made the decision to not take in new prisoners today. Our kitchen's not that dirty, honestly. It's doing relatively well. We can always install more cookers in here if we have to. I'm not sure if we need more fridges. We only have, do we really only have one fridge in here? We might want to take some time to install another one of those. We even have one, just kind of like chilling here. Seems like our ratios are all off. Oh, we have 2, I think, actually. That's fine. A third one, how could it hurt? You are delivering wood, or you're going to take that wood away? You're going to take that wood away, and those license plates are worth like no money. We need a guard over here to open this door consistently. So this truck is going to make us a staggering amount of money in export cost, I think, once we put this garbage bag on. And there's another one to put on. Once it's done, 1 more. No, 2 more. You're going to drive away, and there goes our export truck, I think. Any minute now, maybe? How much money did we make there? Drive off the screen. Ooh, 5,000. Pretty good. Alright, we're up to 190 cells. Toilets coming in. Get ready. The cells appear to have been produced in the proper fashion, which means we can actually take our planning off, which is always nice because those like underlays are super annoying. What's going on here? You failed 60 times to dump this rubble? Oh, there's not even any rubble anymore. That would explain it, I guess. Sure, leave the trash in the walls. What do I care? It's not going to stink up the joint. It's not like you live here, right, workman? Oh, I can't do it. Ding-dongs, man. I apologize for using strong language, but ding-dongs. now. A bunch of people have told me, by the way, you actually can cross the streams. What you do is you just, like, first I would dismantle these workshops. Not dismantle, but deconnect them from the grid that they're already using. This one from down here. I forget where it is. Right there. And just connect them to this one, and then I could connect the streams and they kind of synergize. That makes a lot of sense, but I've already kind of gone through the trouble of it, so I'm not going to do it here. We can just kind of keep interlocking grids going here, and I think it'll work out totally fine, even if it was a little bit cumbersome in the process. And I know for the future. Also, apparently I built power lines instead of capacitors, and that's why it overloaded it, but whatever. 197 capacity. So close to hitting that grant level. We still have a little bit of a backlog for trucks here, so I don't really want to let new prisoners in until we sort this out. But we probably can get those trucks out of the way in the next, well, it's like 10 hours until prisoners arrive. I think that's plausible. I also want to take a look at our, well, finance. I'd love to keep an eye on that, or valuation, I should say. 590, so we're worth about 570 right now, which is pretty good. 560, I guess. And, I wanted to look at days without incident. Yeah, we're making about 10 grand a day from that. So that's pretty much our profit right there. On days where we don't export, the only reason we're making money is because we haven't had any murders. So that just, again, stresses the importance of keeping this place murder-free if possible. So we will get another 20,000 as soon as we install this bed, I think, actually. Yeah, there we go. Let's look at maybe some other grants that we would like to do. I don't really care about the nutrition grant, honestly. Cell block E, raise prisoner capacity to 500,000. That is, or not 500,000, 500. That's a ways away. Let's try our tool cleanup. I don't totally understand how it works. But if we do a shakedown, it should find it. And I think we're almost ready to do carpenter apprenticeship. But we'll wait until people actually make it through this program first. Which, honestly, I think we should just start it up. Does it have a 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. in a workshop? Yeah, I think it'll get done. So that's exciting. Let's get new prisoners coming in. Hopefully we don't have too many maximum security type inmates to sort, because we only have like 4 spots left for maximum security inmates to begin with, which is not a lot in the whole scheme of things. It's not very much at all. If we have like 1 fight, that could pretty much sort it out. These workmen are going to be happy to take a break. I can almost guarantee you that. But we've been, I mean, we were a little lucky, but also it's a testament to the fact that this prison is fairly well organized, that I can kind of keep it running by itself and not really run into that many problems, and we can expand it and not really run into that many problems, and financially, we can keep building. Like, we've added, what, like 70 capacity or 50 capacity to our prison in the past 3 episodes, and financially, we're fine. Like, I mean, we got a little bit of grant money, but apart from that, we're still doing okay. This prison is starting to get fairly sprawling, which is cool. I'm happy that we found ourselves in this position. Next expansion will be down here. And honestly, I think this is the way that I'll do prisons in the future, is sell the previous prison, make a ton of money, and then just build huge future-proof capacity. Like, you know, an enormous canteen, an enormous kitchen. I would even make it bigger, probably, to start with, and better organized than this, obviously. Yeah, I think this is the right way to handle it. You know, get that capacity in there early, and then you won't have to deal with as much horse hockey later. Alright, so this truck is empty, but this one is full of prisoners and bacon. Tim Jackson, nothing special. Alex Psycho Krama is charged with sneaking into the homes of 3 women and slaughtering them while they showered. That's fucking horrifying. Ian Lutheran, nothing special. Rohan Roju Williams. Roju was suspected of masterminding a coup attempt on the Australian government that Rube Goldberg himself would be proud of. However, due to the lack of believable evidence, he was instead convicted on 2 counts of first-degree having a lark. I like that. It was a simple lampoon. Robert Bob Tonks. Formerly a well-respected CEO, Bob was caught after holding a man hostage for insisting they had an appointment with him when they didn't. He claims that removing several of the victim's appendages were simply part of customer service. Ex-law enforcement. Welcome to protective custody, my friend. Nothing. Oh, stoical. That's nothing special, though. O'Doyle rules. Seriously, though, stop being sent to prison, though. All right. We could totally be fine with those prisoners, I would say. Another thing we might want to get knocked out here is a bigger visitation room. Seems like we could probably do with a bigger visitation room. This visitation room is quite small. But what would we knock out in order to handle it? That's a good question. I think they're mostly, like, content to be here. I don't know, man. I don't make the rules. And we'll just see how our reform programs go. I want to see how the carpentry program goes, because I want to try to make these beds, but I think they have to pass the carpentry program first. But why don't we put that on our to-do list? Just because one is interested / qualified. Oh, beautiful. For spacious skies. I'll tell you what. Why don't we, for now, because we're making so much money on exports, I kind of feel like we should just blow this out here and demolish these walls and just expand our forestry area. It's going to cost us a lot of money on trees. So what? And we might need an even bigger exports area to actually handle this. So I'm going to build our fence kind of out like... Where we go? Not demolish walls, sorry. There we go. We'll build our fence out like this. Get a much, much, much bigger exports area going here. And we'll demolish this wall as well. Because we're not really doing a good job getting rid of our exports as is. That's part of what's causing this huge, like, backlog thing issue, I think. But this is, financially, I think, is a great decision for us. And it's not like we're having a huge amount of protective custody prisoners incoming. Wait till the fences get demolished just so we can stretch it out effectively. And that's pretty much taken care of. Rooms. Forestry. Nice. Oh, it's beautiful. And they even moved the text to the other side, which I'm very happy with. So they're going to put some trees in there. I don't really mind using the clone tool for this. Like, for lights, I don't think we need to put more lights, basically. Cool. We might need to hire some more workmen, because we're going to be chopping down a lot more trees, but whatever. No big deal. And we'll wait for these fences to get kind of demolished and then installed. Visitation room still doing fine. Oh, good. We got a drug overdose. Please don't die. For many reasons, but most of them fiscal. So I'm going to wait until 6 and see how many people actually show up to our carpentry program, because we may end up just canceling it. Unfortunately. I didn't expand the exports area, like, over into this area, because I thought maybe eventually we'd want to build a bigger protective custody wing, but in all honesty, we're probably not going to get to that point before the next alpha comes out. There we go. I was going to say, what's wrong with the exports area here? Good, it went away. I figured it would. I was just surprised that it took as long as it did. I heard something. Maybe it was just that we found him with cigarettes. Your family quite clearly just gave that to you. What are they thinking? There's like an anti-drug dog right there. What are you thinking is gonna happen? Don't be so silly. So my main concerns now are no longer kind of like logistical, it's more geographical. Can our prisoners get from point A to where they need to be in time? Like, is 1 hour enough time for those prisoners up here to get down to the shower and actually shower enough so that their hygiene meter goes down? Seems like it hasn't been a problem thus far. I'm assuming the shower room is big enough. It's just mostly I'm concerned about the actual logistics of getting there. And we're not quite at the point financially where I really want to, like, deck out our rooms with special floors, even though I have done that in the past. But I kind of want to. At least, you know, in protective custody, you're probably not having a great time with this shitty yard. I'll tell you what. I'll give you some grass floors. It's relatively cheap for an area this small. That's fine. What can I say? I can't refuse. And we should get some more, like, paved walkways going. Just helps. It looks nicer, okay? I know it's not necessary, but it looks nicer. If everything's kind of, like, delineated and whatnot. So we'll get that done. That was relatively cheap in the whole scheme of things. I don't want to put grass in our forestry area because that is just crazy expensive. And the wood for that common room was nuts as well. Let's look at our finances. Okay, so I guess it caps out at $10,000 bonus. Made $5,000 in exports yesterday. That's kind of crazy. Ooh, it's kind of crazy. You guys don't know Soul Decision, huh? Fair enough. I'm going to get to work on this area over here. That's going to be another cell block expansion for us. And I figure if our workmen aren't doing anything else, we might as well get them busy on that. I mean, they're going to be busy cutting down trees and stuff like that, of course, as well. But, oh well. Does it gardeners that install trees? It is. So you know what? With an area this size, let's hire another couple gardeners. We can afford to do that. We are spending a lot of money on staff, but we're making a profit even without the incident bonus. So even if there's a terrible accident, we're still going to be pulling in like $3,000 a day, which is all right, I think. And we're going to have a huge backlog probably, but a lot of these trucks are probably just here to get exports out, which is great. I want to look at our valuation again. 630,000. So our prison's worth almost 600,000. I think we're pretty much like, oh shit. But armed guard, my friend. Armed guard. Of course, as soon as I set like a big project, we're going to discover all these freaking tunnels over here. Honestly, I think we should probably, like, the shakedown won't matter. I don't really know what to do. Let's see what this armed guard can accomplish. Yeah, he's like, yeah, oh my god. Yeah, get him out of here, please. Did we just stop an escape attempt? You need to get him, like, right now, though. Because he's gonna wake up. We tased the crap out of him. Who's a guard? Yeah, okay, I know you're... Oh, you're tired. Oh, I'm tired. Whatever, man. You know, get out of the cafeteria. Go process this prisoner. He's going. It's going to take him a while, though. Well, I'm very glad I put an armed guard there as kind of like our defensive back. No! You're not supposed to be out here, my friend. Where's our guard? Tase him! He's running! Oh my god, it's gonna take him 1,000 years. No, you don't understand. You gotta free fire. Guard, come on, dog. He's just walking away. Oh, there we go. Somebody's gonna get him. Holy crap, we stopped a breakout attempt. I didn't think it could happen. I'm incredibly happy that that worked out the way that it did. That armed guard is like our Champ Bailey. That's a football reference from the 2 years that I watched NFL football. So I'm gonna hire a staff member, a workman, and put him right here. In the hopes that that was a cook. What is wrong with me? In the hopes that he'll just fill in this tunnel right away. But no, he's got something to do. Dump Dummy was his name. Fill in the tunnel. Okay, where is it? Oh, wow. That is really fortunate. That could have been a lot worse. Wow. We stopped the incident from happening. That's great. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. We gotta designate this as, oh, it worked out just fine. Thought maybe we could designate like the outside as staff only, but I suppose that's probably more or less implied. Similarly, that should be medium security only. Okay, let's get, before we finish this episode, I'll at least get the electrical stuff down here. It's gonna line up mostly like that, and we'll do one across here just to be safe. And the piping. Probably gonna need some large pipes, if you know what I mean. So where are the toilets gonna be? Assuming our cells line up exactly the same, which I believe that they would, we're gonna need a set of pipes across here. I'm just gonna draw them down like this way. I don't know how deep they need to go. Like that far. Another toilet. No, that's gonna be a wall. So the toilets should be here. I don't know. If this is wrong, we'll just reposition the toilets, I guess, and then clone cells from there. But I think this is proper. It's gonna take them 100 years to get them actually installed, but that's okay. That's not what we want to do. That's more what we want to do. All right, they'll get started on that, but as always, let's get our prisoners coming in, and then I will end the episode, and we'll see how that works out for us. Here we go. Aston Hale, nothing special. Porch Cliff, great name. Porch Papa Bear Cliff. Grandson of a famous horror actor, Porch made himself famous as a soldier who sacrificed himself during the war against the Ethereals. Yeah, okay. He survived his sacrifice and began to lead the 3rd Street Saints. Might be a Saints Row reference, or it might just be totally made up. Nothing we know, nothing we... Oh, Douglas Fear Factor Vehart. Douglas Fear Factor Vehart, a famous elite pro video game player, MLG XXX, took his tactical skills and masterminded a string of bank robberies in which 2 security guards got shot. Use extreme caution when handling prisoners. Don't tell me what to do. Alright, so that's 5. We have another 5 on this truck. Nothing. Nothing. Well, it's nothing we know anyway. Strong. Miko Smig Phoenix. He was a simple guy. He enjoyed life while playing games, but he couldn't understand the trolls in online games. One day he snapped, hacked all the trolls, sending their secret files to their parents. Judge was a troll. Well, that's just bad luck, isn't it? In any case, I'd say our prison is going relatively well for now. I'm happy with it, fiscally and from a safety perspective, which is awesome. If you enjoyed this episode, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. And, of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.